I recently did a video where I basically took a bin and I converted it into a container so that I can grow teas in it, medicinal teas, herbal teas, and it worked out real well. But now I have a problem that I need to deal with, and I'm going to use that same method. If you look in here, you'll see that pretty much everything in here is going, like they used to say, gangbusters, going well. But I do have a problem. That is this here. I don't know what happened to the drainage in this. You can see I'm going to have to put new holes in here. I don't know what happened to the old holes. But outside of my potatoes here, this was supposed to be my star. These are my two largest containers, and this right now is supposed to have tomatoes, indeterminate tomatoes. Should have been up to at least here by now, but I ran into a little bit of a roadblock, a miscalculation, and that's these plural trees. They're getting bigger every year as trees as trees do, but I miscalculated in terms of the sun. So the sun is reaching over here. That's why things are doing well over here. But the problem is the sun is not reaching over here, even though the peppers are growing and the watercress and the Malabar spinach and pretty much everything over here. When it comes to this area here, it's like the dark zone, the dead zone. So I do have tomatoes. You can see them growing here, but those are cherry tomatoes. I want actual, real, full-grown tomatoes, and so my solution, here's my green beans. I'm about to harvest some of these. My solution is to go back to what I did with the tea situation, because it's July 1st. Everything is planted. So in order for me to grow full-grown tomatoes, Romas, big boys, whatever, I'm going to have to pivot and pivot fast. This will look familiar to you if you did see that video, because what I've done here is basically, I'm probably going to take a little bit of these twigs out. I've added twigs and soil. I have compost in this container here, in this bag here. I'm going to add compost. I'm going to fill this with soil. And this is where my tomatoes are going to go. I position this the same as I positioned the last bin the other day. The first thing you have to do, well, obviously, get yourself a container with some drainage holes in it. I'm using this. This is the second use for this, because I used to use it to store things. Then I used to use it to mix my soil in it. It has a hole in the bottom, so that's, boom, automatic drainage. I don't have to do anything in terms of the drainage. And the sun comes up in the morning, comes over here. So this gets sun all day. I don't have to concern myself with that. So it's in a good spot. It has drainage. It's deep enough for the roots for tomatoes. So I'm going to add this compost. Why? Because it's here. And then I'm going to fill it the rest of the way with soil. Add my tomato plants, which I have some starters, which is kind of weird to have starters in July. But that's actually going to help me to be able to get these to grow to maturity before the summer's over. So I'm adding a little different mixture this time than what I did before. I didn't have the twigs before, and there's a few other things that I'm going to show you that I'm adding to them. No, your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. Those are actually sweet potatoes that are in here. The point that I stress to you guys all the time is use what you have. This is all basically all natural materials. This is all organic stuff. Came from the garden, came from the ground, going back to the ground. This is where I got my sweet potato slits from. I had 4 of these. One of them I still have in the window. Why, I don't know, because as I've said twice already, it's July. 3 to 4 months of sweet potatoes in zone 7A, it's not going to cut it. Sweet potatoes hate the cold. So July, August, September, that's pretty much it. Late September, you're going to start getting those cold days going into October. So these sweet potatoes have done their job. These pistachio shells take forever, take years to break down, but this helps with giving me filler that I need. Eggshells, you know. And again, I mentioned in the previous video that these corn cobs also take a long time to break down. Everything in here, the watermelons, everything in here, the coffee grounds, this all adds nutrients to your soil. It's all pretty much free because you've already paid for it. So now I'm going to add some of this compost to it, so the soil on top, and I'm ready to plant. Well, in about an hour, maybe less, that sun should clear this tree, and that is what I'm looking for, because that means I'm going to have sun all day, at least 8 hours of sun, because it's roughly around 9 o'clock. So the sun is going to go on the other side of the homestead, but this job is done. I've left this here deliberately so that you can see that I've already added some nutrients to the soil for these tomatoes. I actually have too many tomatoes in here. I have a tendency to overplant, so I will probably take out the ones that are the least productive and move them somewhere else. But just so that you can see, these are big boys and these are beefsteak, and I believe both of these are indeterminate, which originally I planned on putting them in a much larger pot, or larger container I should say, or even in the ground. This is, like I said, my plan B. So the depth of this, I'm hoping, will give me the root space that I need for these guys to take off. As you can see, these are starters, well, especially this one here. It is coming up on 4th of July weekend. It's early July, so I still have time. I'm in zone 7A, and I don't expect there to be any frost or really cold nights until mid to late September. I can wrap this if I need to. So this is my solution to how you can grow vegetables without a garden by just getting a container. This container will last, I would think, a minimum of 3 years. I've had them last longer, but once this is harvested, then I can plant carrots or something in here for the fall, or maybe even the winter. But right now, I'm just focusing on getting these tomatoes grown. I'll keep you guys updated. Don't forget what I always tell you. When you grow your own food, you'll always know where it comes from. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share this video, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.